another very big project, still not done, but maybe like 70% done, is essentially also we think we may be able to solve the problem of kidney stones, which is like one of the massive sources of intense suffering. I mean, people reliably discuss kidney stones as like 10 out of 10 pain or 11 out of 10 pain, the worst suffering in their life. 1 in 10 people get them. Like how many kidney stones you have per person follows a long tail. There's like some poor people who are meals and get, a stone once every 2 weeks for all of their life. Like it's a big problem. And essentially, like we think we have like strong evidence to suggest that there is actually a way to prevent them. That is not what they suggest in medicine, which is this. Let me see if I have it around. Well, I could get it, but basically it's a supplement that is called Chanca Piedra, which is a herb from Latin America that basically the few studies that exist about it show that it's like just as effective as the best like current treatments in medicine. And if you essentially what we are doing, I mean, this is kind of a I would say a little bit like I'm sure it's going to get like a lot of like initial skepticism about the epistemology here, but then I think I can actually break down like why the skepticism is unfounded given what we have found, which is that if you look at Amazon reviews and WebMed reviews of this supplement, you will find that the reviews are like really high quality. And I mean, I have like a very vast experience analyzing engagement surveys and performance reviews. That used to be my day job back in the day. So I can tell whether something is like astroturfing, whether people are getting paid to write reviews. This is not it. These reviews are like 99.9% likely to be like actually completely genuine.
Is it a preventative, or it's like if you do have it, it solves it, or both, or other? So
that's the exciting thing. It works acutely in a number of ways. It reduces pain. It accelerates how fast it goes. How reduces the pain in which you expel them. But what we have found is that pretty much everybody in these reviews who says, "Oh, and by the way, I started taking them as a prophylactic," they say it works. They just don't get kidney stones anymore. Like I think I've encountered 1 out of like 200 reviews that say they use it as prophylactic that say it didn't work. So, and there's like good physiological reasons to expect that it will actually work much better as a prophylactic. Maybe just a fun tidbit. It's basically kidney stones. They need a nucleation point. What's called a Randall's plug is like a tiny region of the kidney that you start growing a plaque in there. And once that gets started, then that forms as kind of the nucleation factor for kidney stones. And if you think about it, if you have like a substance that comes in and dissolves like the layer of the surface of the kidney stone every time you take the substance, well, what percentage of it you're going to be getting rid of essentially will be a function of this ratio of like what is the surface area relative to the volume. So actually, the larger the kidney stone is, the smaller the percentage of it you're going to be getting rid of with each time you take Chanca Piedra. So by the time you have dissolved most of it, getting rid of the nucleation point is just very easy. It's just going to be a few treatments. So, and once you don't have the nucleation point, it's going to take a long while for it to form again. Like, you need something to kickstart it. So the thought is that if you take this, once a week, or maybe like you take it for a week every once a year or something like that, it will blast away that nucleation point. And then it's just not going to have like soil to grow. So that's why we suspect it's just so much more effective as a prophylactic than as an acute treatment. So the vision is to, and these are like dirt cheap. I mean, we're talking about like a treatment that's going to cost like $2 or $3 a year at most at scale. So we're talking about like, potentially preventing, 90, 95% of kidney stones for like dirt cheap for everybody. So
yeah.
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 So that's